So, we will continue our calculation. So, these are the boundary condition, and boundary condition. So, whatever I am doing, so this is just method. So, you will do this type of calculation many times in quantum mechanics. So, this is the method, this way one has to proceed. Okay. So, now you see I have to use boundary condition. So, I think I do not need this one now. From there I can, yes. So, I have this. So, these are the trial, yes. So, this whether I will need later on, whether, okay. So, these are the two solutions we have written for these two equations. This is the general solution. Now, we have to adopt with our system. So, that is why we have to apply boundary condition, right. So, if I apply boundary condition, what you will get? So, u10 equal to u20. So, u10 means x equal to 0. If I put x equal to 0, so this will give a plus b equal to c plus d, right. For this I can write, and then this one we have to differentiate, and then we have to put x equal to 0. So, if I differentiate, so this I alpha minus k, that term will come out. So, what I will get? A I alpha minus k, right, e to the power this. So, x equal to 0. So, it is 1. So, I will get this, okay. And this one, if I differentiate, minus I alpha plus k. So, this plus is there. So, it will be here minus, I will get b I alpha plus k, right, x equal to 0. So, I will get this equal to, same way I will get c I beta minus I k, So, here this plus, so it is minus. So, I will get minus I beta plus I k, and d, of course, d has to be there. So, d and then this is minus sign, okay. So, that differentiation, after doing differentiation, putting x equal to 0. So, then this, from this condition what I will get? So, x equal to a I have to put, and x equal to minus b I have to put here. So, what I will get? A e to the power I alpha minus k, right, and then x equal to a, then I will get this one b plus b e to the power minus I alpha plus k a, right, equal to I will get for minus b, x equal to minus b u2. So, I will get c e to the power I beta minus I k, right. So, x equal to minus b. So, minus here I can write b here, right, plus d e to the power minus, so this is minus b. So, minus means plus. So, I will get I beta plus I k b, right. And then we have to differentiate, and then x equal to a for this, and for other one x equal to minus b we have to put. Okay. So, basically whatever I got this condition, so only when you will differentiate this part will come out, this part additionally we have to put. So, this part is nothing but you can see this part, okay. For this part it is this, or this part it is this, okay. Anyway, so what we will do, just here a e to the power I, okay. So, if I differentiate a, then I will get I alpha minus k, right. Now, this will be there. So, I have to write e to the power I alpha minus k, and this is a, right. So, this is one term plus b. So, when we will differentiate, so this part will come, so it will be minus b I alpha plus k, okay. Then this term will be there, I have to put a. So, e to the power minus I alpha plus k a, right, equal to for C, same thing I have to do for this side. So, differentiate it. So, it will be C I beta minus I k. Now, x equal to minus b. So, I have to put so I have to put e to the power, minus I beta minus I k b. So, minus b. So, minus I have taken here. Similarly, for d part I have to write, for d part, but I need space. So, plus here probably I can write, yes, plus d, so differentiation, this part will come out. So, it will be minus d I beta plus I k, then this term I have to put minus b. So, it will be plus. So, e to the power I beta plus I k b, right. So, here you see this 4 equation I got. I have 4 unknown, okay. If you solve them, so basically you will get the value of a, b, c, d, but it is So, generally what people do, so take the determinant, you see A, this coefficient of A, B, C, D, right. I can form a determinant, so I think I can form here, but it will be right. So, I can form determinant, how? Just coefficient of 1. So, the coefficient is 1, here 1, here 1, 1. So, 1, 1, I think 1, 1, right. Right. So, from this coefficient is this, from here this coefficient I, for this I alpha minus k, I alpha minus k, here coefficient of B is minus I alpha plus k, right. Coefficient of C, I can write I beta minus I k, right. So, coefficient of D, I can write minus I beta plus I k, right, beta plus I k. So, similarly here coefficient of A, so this e to the power I alpha minus k into A. So, coefficient of B, this coefficient, so I can write, I will not write, right. So, just one has to from here one has to write. Similarly, from here coefficient of, so 4 column 4 row determinant, 4 by 4 determinant. Okay. So, now condition is, when you will use determinant, condition is if this equal to 0. So, then if this determinant vanish, means this determinant is equal to 0, then it will give non-vanishing coefficient and corresponding wave function will get. Okay. So, the condition is to solve this equation and getting the meaningful non-vanishing solution. So, this determinant has to be 0. Okay. So, now one has to calculate, it is time taking, but you should, once you should calculate, one has to sit this lengthy calculation, that is, I think I do not need to do here, it's, you can do yourself, it is quite lengthy and one has to sit and do this calculation. So, I will just write the result. If this determinant equal to 0, so what you will get? You will get basically so solving this, I will get beta square minus alpha square by 2 alpha beta sin hyperbolic beta b sin alpha a plus cos hyperbolic beta b cos alpha a. Okay. Okay. So, from this determinant, if you solve, then finally we will get this type of condition that will be equal to that will be equal to yes, cos k a plus b, okay, cos k a plus b, okay. So let me check whether I have written correctly alpha beta yes. So this will be the solution of this determinant. Now here I think you are familiar with this sine hyperbolic, cos hyperbolic, hopefully you are familiar. So this, let me tell you, cos theta equal to e to the power I theta plus e to the power minus I theta divided by 2, right. So cos theta, so cos hyperbolic is basically, cos hyperbolic theta is basically here itself I can, okay, e to the power theta plus e to the power minus theta divided by 2. So this, when this complex, this I is not there, just one has to remove this complex I. So that function is called hyperbolic function. So similarly for sine theta, you know this, if I write this sine theta, so this become, this is minus and this 2i, okay, because e to the power I theta equal to cos theta plus I sine theta. So from there one can get it. So similarly this one for sine hyperbolic, so this will be just minus, okay. So this is the definition of this hyperbolic function. So that's so this type of things was in our equation, e to the power the term was there with I, without I. So that's why this term has come. So here, so this is the solution we got. So this basically the condition, this is the condition, and this condition has to satisfy this system. This condition has to satisfy by this system, okay. So what is beta square minus alpha square? Beta square. So what we will do now? So this also looks complicated, right. So now we got expression, mathematical expression, but our aim is to use this expression to explain physics. So we have to try to make it simpler. So to make it simpler, Kronig-Penney considered that if V0 tends to infinity and B tends to 0, but V0 into B is finite, okay. So V tends to 0 means this is the B, right. So B tends to 0 means this width of this barrier is small, and V tends to infinity, V0 tends to infinity, this is small, and this potential is this very high, okay. So under this condition, then we can simplify. So, beta square minus alpha square, beta square minus alpha square. So, minus of this one, right. So, it will be 2e, it will be 2e. What we will get? This term, from this term we will get beta square minus alpha. So, 2 m v0 minus 2e divided by h cos square, right. And then we have 2 alpha and beta. So, basically these 2 we can remove, and if we consider this condition, V tends to infinity, means V is very high compared to E. And one thing I did not mention earlier, in earlier class probably I mentioned that here I wrote V0 minus E, because we consider that V0 is greater than E. We are solving this problem considering V0 is greater than E, okay, because these electrons are confined in this potential. If V0 is less than E, so electron, this barrier can easily it can overcome. So, it will be equivalent to free electron. So, this is the condition. So, if V is very high compared to E, so I can remove this, right. So, m V0, I will get m V0 by m V0 by h cos square alpha beta from here. Now, here what I want to do, and this you see, this term beta b. So, beta b tends to this, b tends to 0, right. So, this term beta b, so beta b will be beta b also, it will be tends to 0. Then what we will get? We will get this is small value. So, sin theta, if small value, so that equal to, we can write theta, sin x equal to, expand it for small value. So, it will be approximately theta, right. So, this term I can write so sin hyperbolic beta b. So, sin hyperbolic theta equal to theta. So, this one can write beta b, right, since this is a small value, because as per this condition. So, then I will get here this, and then sin alpha a plus this will be beta b tends to 0. So, cos 0, it will be for small value. So, it can be written 1, So, I will get basically this is 1 under this condition, beta b tends to 0. So, I will get cos alpha a equal to cos k a plus b, right, cos k a plus b. So, these the things I got. Now, what I will do? So, this is beta will go. So, b part will be here, right. So, I have written, right. Now, what I will do? I will just multiply with a in denominator and numerator. So, my aim is to make it like this. So, this alpha a, here I want to put alpha a, right. in this form alpha A, I have taken this. Now, this m v 0 a b by h cross square. So, this I am writing just one parameter, say p equal to m v 0 a b by h cross square. Okay. So, this parameter is very important, because here v 0 b is there, v 0 b is there, and this assumption we have made here, v tends to infinity, b tends to 0, but v 0 b is finite. Okay. So, we will see the effect of this parameter p. So, p is this. So, I can write so I think I do not need them now. I do not need them now. So, we have simplified this one under this condition, and finally, what we got? We got p sin alpha a by alpha a, right, plus cos alpha a equal to cos k a plus b. Okay. And for this condition we have taken the condition we have taken. I think I do not need this one also. Condition I have taken v 0 tends to infinity and b tends to 0, but v 0 b is finite, right. Under this condition we got it. Okay. So, this simplification is made by Koenig and Penny. Okay. So now you see, so what will be the p value? What is the p value? It's you see, these are angle, right, cos something, this cos this and this sin this. So this alpha a or whatever these are, so these are basically in radian. So alpha a also it will be in radian, right. So here, for if you see the dimension, so sin and cos terms, so p by alpha a, so whatever the dimension this one, so this p will be have the same dimension, right. So p also basically one can write in terms of some angle in radian. So if I take p equal to some value, say 3 by 2 pi, and then for this value, if I plot this equation, so if I plot this, so what it is telling? So I will plot alpha a, and also I did some more, I have to make it more simplify, I have to simplify more. Here also b tends to 0, so then I can remove this b. So this is basically cos k. Okay. So now if I plot, say left hand side, if I plot, so here in terms of alpha a, if I plot, and this part will be equal to that other part, and cos value, it can have maximum, it can have value between +1 and -1, right. So, this value cannot, this value has to be also within this range +1 and -1. So, let me draw those two lines, one is +1, this is the +1, two boundary, and another is -1, another is -1, right. So, now if I plot this one, so this has to be within this range, right. But if I plot here, you see, so at this is 0, this place is 0, axis I have taken, okay. Now, if alpha a tends to 0, so sin alpha a by alpha a, so this is 1, limit alpha a tends to 0. So, that is why I have written in this form. So, at 0 it is 1. So, whatever the p value 3 by 2, this just we have taken, you can take any other value also. So, it will have value. So, this value definitely it is higher than the 1, right. So, it is 4 almost 4 to 5 times of 1. So, its value is here, say, okay. Okay, I think I will, okay. So, its value is here. So, this one is this function, this along this axis is equal to p sin alpha a by alpha a plus cos alpha a, right. Along this we are plotting. So, if you plot, so you will get basically here this type of things, you know. So, at alpha a equal to 0, it will have maximum value, right. So, this part will be 1, this is 1, and this part will be plus this basically. So, equal to this side forget. So, now if alpha a is increasing, so this value cannot be higher than 1, right, but this value is increasing, and then this term will decrease, because p is constant here. So, this term will decrease. So, mainly it will follow this term, okay, it will follow this term. So, I can, so what I can do, I will get this type of variation, I will get this type of variation. So, for higher value of alpha a, so this will decrease, Now, what will be the solution? So, this side, so basically this whatever value it will be in between these two, right, and for this function it is varying like this. So, solution has to be within this, right. So, this outside of this cannot be solution, cannot be point accepted, it is forbidden, right. So, what will happen? So, from here to here, so this is our this function, okay, and it is guiding us that it has to be within this +1 and -1. So, this part will be the solution, it will satisfy this equation, okay. Similarly, this part is not, we cannot consider, okay, it will not satisfy this condition. So, this part again, so this part again, these are the solution, other part will not be the solution. So, here I can, so basically this region is allowed, this part is allowed, right. So, this can be the only solution, this can be the only solution. Okay. Similarly, this part will be only the solution, because this part only within this plus and minus. Okay. So, other part, this part is CC is more than plus 1, this part is more than minus 1. So, these are not allowed. Okay. So, this part only the allowed part, this part is only the allowed part. Okay. Similarly, here also one can draw, one can draw, but anyway it has to be, it will generally symmetric. So, one has to draw properly. So, I think this I have not done properly. Anyway, so I think I should, but forget it. So, other side also one can get this type of allowed region. So, this part is allowed. Okay. And this value you can see this value. So, when wave function was going this cos function, right, cos function. Okay. So, this is minus. So, cos when it will be minus? So, for pi value it will be minus. So, that is why this point I can write pi, alpha a is pi, and then so this is the wave. Okay. And from there you will get so this will be 2 pi sin alpha a, it's or cos 2 pi is 1 sin alpha a 2 pi, it will be 0. Okay. So, this one can, I think I have drawn this, that is why I am facing problem. So, pi 2 pi, where is pi? This is pi, then it is going and this coming, it will be plus 1, for 2 pi it will be plus 1, for 2 pi it will be plus 1. So, this one has to, so this will be, I think I do not know. So, anyway, so pi 2 pi etc. one can, so better I will not put something confusing to me anyway. So, what we are seeing here, so this the allowed region and this is the forbidden region. So, within this whatever the this you see this, what is this alpha a, what is alpha? Alpha is basically here you see. So, this is basically energy scale, right. So, these energy are allowed, these energy are allowed, these energy are not allowed, this energy allowed. So, this basically it is called band, it is called band. So, here only this energy, these the energy are allowed, electron can stay here in this region, electron are not allowed. So, it is called band, it is called forbidden region. So, it is called so this another band. So, between two bands, so this is the forbidden region. So, this is called gap, band gap. Okay. So, I think I have to stop. So, but it is very interesting. So, in next class I think I will take this equation and I will tell about more. So, just I can tell also. Now, if I take this higher value of p, so p tends to infinity. So, what will happen? So, this terms is infinity, right? This term looks infinity, or p is higher and higher. So, p is higher and higher. So, this edge will be sharp, this edge is falling here. So, it will fall sharply, it will fall sharply, it will fall sharply, it will fall sharply. Okay. So, that means when it falls sharply, so between 1 and -1. So, he see this is the allowed region, you know, this is the allowed region, this is the allowed region. So, this bandwidth will be very, very small, it is very, very small. In fact, when it is tends to infinity, so it will be just one line. Okay. So, it is tends to infinity means tends to infinity means this is V0a, V0b is the this our themes. So, so P tends to infinity means this width will be tends to 0 and V0 tends to infinity. So, it has finite value, but what is happening? So, I will get just like a one line, right. So, that is the energy, level as we have seen for atomic case, because this potential is so high. So, that means the electrons are confined in there, it cannot move. Okay. So, it is just like energy level will get. So, band will converge to the A energy level, just one line. Okay. Now, other way, if P tends to 0, then this part is not there. So, it is just cost function, it is just cost function. Okay. So, it will vary like this, 0 cos is 0, cos alpha 0, cos alpha it is 0 means this is 1. So, it will vary like this. So, all the time this value will be within +1 and -1, within +1 and -1. Okay. So, that means all value are allowed, so this continuous. So, all energy are allowed, just like free particles. There is no energy level, it is continuous. So, it is just free particle. Okay. So, when p value is small, tends to 0, it is just behave like a free particle, there is no potential, and when it is tends to infinity, it is very this very hard barrier, and for very hard barrier. So, electron is confined like in atom. Okay. So, you will get just sharp energy levels. So, band will not be there. Now, in between 0 and infinity, whatever this value will take. So, there you will get band and gap between these two. So, this complicated mathematics, not complicated, lengthy, etc., one has to simplify, and finally, we are getting very interesting physics. Okay. So, one has to really understand, and hopefully, I try to tell you this physics out of this. So, these are very interesting after long calculation. So, I will stop here. Thank you for your kind attention.